Welcome back to Toledo's most local 9 a.m. show. Good day. So, Amanda, I understand that Friday after the show, you went old school and traded the teleprompter for a newspaper.
I did. I was happy to take part in the Toledo Streets Newspaper celebrity paper sale. You want to buy a paper? You want to help support Toledo Streets Newspaper? You want to buy a paper? So along with Toledo's mayor, a couple other local artists, we sold the paper to raise a little money and awareness for the nonprofit organization. I was paired with veteran vendor Linda. She is the top-selling vendor. Toledo Streets works to break the cycle of poverty, offering vendors the opportunity to sell newspapers no matter their background. Each vendor starts with 10 free papers, and they invest a quarter per paper after that and sell with a suggested donation of $1, and the vendors get to keep the profit. So it's a pretty cool thing. It started about 15 years ago.
Nice.
It originally started by One Matters, the vet for homeless veterans. And so now this is Linda, who I was paired with. Her record is 352 papers in a week she sold.
Really?
Yeah, and she says, I pay my rent, I take care of my cat, I buy food. So she's sustaining herself, you know, through Toledo Streets Newspaper. And as I said, no matter their background, so it's no barrier access to employment. If you want to work, they will give you papers. So some people, maybe they have criminal backgrounds or, you know, there's other reasons why they cannot find gainful employment. But the goal is to eventually get them to that place where they can find a good, steady job.
Nice. So that's what the paper does for them. But what's in the actual paper and who writes the articles? Well, a variety of writers contribute stories, and sometimes the paper collaborates with community groups. So recently, Toledo School for the Arts took editorial control, led by a student who is passionate about writing and the work of Toledo Streets Newspaper.
When Pigs Fly, that's the cover story of issue 144 of Toledo Streets Newspaper. Toledo School for the Arts junior Angela Jennings is an intern for the nonprofit.
I write once a month with them. I produce articles for their issues.
And recently, she brought her classmates on board too, writing articles about musical prodigies, costuming, and street art, just to name a few. It's an opportunity for students to hone their skills.
I feel like I can express myself more eloquently. I feel like I can make a difference in my community. It makes me very happy.
That difference, supporting Toledo Streets Newspaper, providing a source of income for people who are struggling to make ends meet.
With this new expansion, a large part of that mission was how can we reach the community that we are in, that we are a part of, and working with Toledo Streets has been a great step forward in that mission.
That gives them help financially and also gives them something to do, like if they're trying to get out of, for example, rehab, or if they're trying to get out of homelessness. Like it's a good outlet for getting back into the community and finding a network of people to rely on.
Students in creative writing and news writing classes got some great practice through this issue. They also did the photography, which they say is good experience for future endeavors.
Maybe as a minor, but graphic design would be number one.
And just that it gives my kids, my students, like a real life opportunity to have their writing out there in the world for other people to read. That's a really exciting chance for them.
So if you're interested in supporting Toledo Streets Newspaper, vendors are spread out throughout downtown, actually throughout the whole city, I learned. You can also see a map of where they will be and when, and we have a link for that on WTOL.com. They can set their own schedule.
Nice.
And so that's really nice for them because, you know, they may not be able to work, you know, your typical 9 to 5, or so they set their own schedules. And the articles are interesting.
Yeah,
and
sure.
Every month there's a new theme for each issue. So there's going to be a new one coming up. I sold that one there, but coming up.
How many did you sell, Amanda?
Well, I just hope I sold more than the mayor. I don't know how many.
Okay.
Yeah, I will tell you.
She sold enough.
I will tell you a lot of people made a donation, but
that's
didn't
nice.
take a paper.
Oh, okay. That's really nice too.
So yeah. So then she got to keep and, you know, make more money off the papers that she had. So we helped do that, I think, a little bit.
I wanted so many people to come down just to buy papers from you.
I know. Yeah. Where were y'all?
Right.
We had a few.
It was Friday at what?
It was, and I was right downtown, and somebody who did buy from us said, you know, a lot of people work remote on Fridays downtown. And I was like, oh, because I was like, where is everybody? It's a gorgeous afternoon. There just wasn't a whole lot of traffic, but we did all right.
Good.
We made her some money.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hopefully you sold more than the mayor.
Hopefully.